again, Mindfulness Mondays with your sister, Summer Solstice. Can we do a deep cleansing breath in for the new week? And exhale it out. Woo-wee. I had to add sound to that one because that is what kind of week it has been. Woo! Is everyone feeling this good energy? The energy. Yes? Okay. Let's handle all the business stuff first. Let me go back to the formal introduction. Greetings to all the newcomers for another session of Mindfulness Mondays. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is an innate awareness of your thoughts, your feelings, your energy, your mannerisms, your body language, everything that encompasses you moment by moment. Yes. So for all of those, again, that are just tuning in for the first time, I usually pull what I call my self-mastery tool cards every Monday, which has all these lovely different words on them to explain how you perceive that particular word as a master and how you implement that into your mind to master that aspect. Yes, yes. And then I go over to my wonderful power cards. Woo, 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 woo. Power. And so these cards have the power to tolerate, the power to discern, the power to withdraw, okay? The power to pack it on up. Pack it up, throw it out, toss it out. You know what I mean? So these are the lovely power cards, and I pull one of those to let you know what the power for the week is. And then I always end it with the virtue cards, because, you know, virtue is, what was I saying? Oh my gosh. Patience is a virtue, right? That's what my mother used to always say. Bless up to the ancestors. And also, that just came across my spirit. Definitely want to send out some comforting, loving energy to all those who relatives and loved ones and family and friends have transcended into the next life recently, because I have seen that there are a lot of transcendence going on. And, you know, definitely sending you guys love, comforting energy to your heart and to the hearts of your family. I know what it's like to have loved ones transcend. My mother and my dad and my uncle and like several other relatives, but those particular two, my mother and my dad, transcended. And my stepfather, actually, they transcended within like 2 years of each other. So it was like 6 months. And, you know, people always ask me, well, you know, how do you smile? How do you smile through, you know, your loved ones? And when you talk about your mom, you always have this smile, like, aren't you sad? And I'm just like, it's all about your perspective and how you see leaving, you know, these vessels. I'm like, do I miss her in physical form? Absolutely. Like that. She's my angel now, you know, my guardian angel, and I speak to her all the time, and she visits me in dreams. So to me, you know, it's not if you look at it as a complete loss because you no longer, you know, can touch them physically, you know, you may want to take back and just have a different perspective of it, because now they're here with you all around, all the time. They're guiding you and they're protecting you and supporting you, you know, from the spiritual realm, and it doesn't get any better than that. So I am grateful to my mom and my dad that was here in physical form, for your love and support and how you guide me and guard me now from the spiritual realm. So I will blessings to the ancestors. Okay. What else? Did I forget anything? Oh, right. I have to go through if you've missed any of the previous Mindfulness Mondays, you guys can always come back to Inglewood Virtual Recreation here on Facebook, or you can head over to my YouTube channel, which I would so uber appreciate. Summer Solstice, SUMERSOULSTICE on YouTube, so you can catch up on all of the videos. And it's going to be some more things actually coming on my channel. I'm just developing it, you know, slowly slowly but surely, but it's getting there. So we're going to have some soothing, Sundays, and we're going to add some of my sensuality classes. I know I never talked about that, but I actually do classes called The Art of Femininity. And so I'm going to be implementing a lot of stuff like that. And also, if you are seeking privately and you're like, sister, I need a little bit more help me to peel back and let go of all this mess that no longer serves me, help me to detach completely, you can head over to my website, www.sumersolstic.com, and sign up for one of my private inspiring empowerment sessions. Okay, so you just go to the service tab and hit empowering and inspiration session. Okay, breathing that in and out. I was so excited about this alarm today. Greetings, sister. Greetings. I was actually just going to mention you in like a few, because we finally have a winner for the free gift. Christina Nicole sent me a photo of her pennies in a jar, and I was too excited. I was like, finally. I'm like, what's wrong? People don't want to receive a free gift. I don't get it. By the way, sister, did you receive your gift? Hopefully you did. But yes, I hope you guys are continuing to do the JAWS, and all those that are just tuning in. I think it was about 3 weeks ago, I had put out there that the importance of being mindful of your negative thoughts that you're having. And so the best way to do that is every time you have a negative thought, and I tell people negative thought doesn't always have to be anger. It can be self-loathing thoughts like, I'm too stupid. I do some dumb things. Oh my God, I'm so dumb. Because tell people all the time. I hear people say that all the time. And I'm like, no. Don't ever put that kind of energy out about yourself. Don't use those words, because you're speaking over you. They'll be like, I'm stupid. I'm this, I'm that. Oh, I'm fat. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm ugly. Those internal thoughts are the ones that are crippling. And those are the ones that will block that free energy, that good manifest energy, that good alignment with the source. It'll block it right on up. And you'll be like, well, why? You know what? I'm doing these affirmations. Why am I not able to manifest? And it's that simple, because, no, not yet. Oh my goodness. I don't know why. You should have, I will definitely check that tracking number to make sure. So, soon as we finish with this today, I will definitely check that out, because it should have been, maybe it's going to get there today, maybe. Yes. It's the importance of clearing out those negative thoughts, because people don't understand that the conscious mind actually is a projection of what the subconscious is holding within it. And the subconscious mind actually moves at a much faster rate than the conscious mind does at all. So it's like, let's just say, like if you're going to be drinking something hot, right? You're like, you see the steam, and your conscious mind is like, I see the steam. This is probably hot. Should I sip it now? Should I blow it? That's your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind is like, okay, yeah, this is how we need to blow it now. You know what I mean? Like, that's how your subconscious. But again, everything that you have learned from 0 to 7, which is the hypnagogic stage, even in gestation, is the foundation for what type of adult you're going to be. And of course, all the experiences in between, as you're growing, as you're evolving in this life, help to shape you as well. But those years are pertinent years. So, with that being said, last week I introduced you guys to the science of mind, and I told everyone that you should definitely be running to get this book. Excellent book. You want to help to continue to get your mind together and understand the mind itself, and understand that the mind is the intellect. And people get mixed up between your brain and your mind. It's like the brain is a processor. It's a processor. That's what it does. It puts in information and it processes whatever you're putting into your mind, and then it is projected outward into the etheric field, which is this aura, this big field that's all around you, that has all of your thoughts in it. So all these negative thoughts, that's what I was saying. If you're negative thinking all day, negative thinking, you're just filling up your etheric field, and you're like, ooh, and then all of a sudden you wonder why you feel like doom and gloom, and you feel like there's a cloud hanging all over you during the day, because you filled up your field with these negative thoughts. And what is most important is that you have to understand that these thoughts have to be answered. That's how the law works here in this three-dimensional plane. Whatever you think needs to be answered. It's just like you're saying, I'm so dumb. Oh, the universe or God, as however you like to reference the end of the universal energy, is saying, oh, okay, they dumb. Boom, done. I'm stupid. Oh, they're stupid. Boom, done. So that's why affirmations is so important, because if you keep affirming what it is that you want, when you're affirming, when you're like, I flow easily and freely, constantly. I'm constantly aligned with the source. I am the magician. I am the conduit between the material and the physical world. Spiritually, I am always in tune. You got to speak what you want. Okay, I am wealthy. I am healed. I am whole. I am all that I say that I am. All that I desire is within me. You have to project it. You have to speak it. You have to, in visualization, visualize. Sometimes I just sit and I stare. I'll just stare. For like an hour, I'll be caught, and then all of a sudden it's like, zzz. You ever seen like in the movies where it's like they go into a scene and it's like all of a sudden the scene goes over like, like that's how it is in my mind. It just goes over, and I'll just visualizing everything that I desire, everything that I want. And at any time during the day where that little monkey come dancing in, and ego is like, you don't have this, you can't do this. I'll be like, pluck it. You gotta pluck the ego, like, get out of here. You gotta tell it. Everybody needs to say that right now. Any thoughts that you've had, even right now, because it's 12 p.m. and there's been a lot of thoughts that have gone through your. Let's just take all those negative thoughts and we're going to visualize them. They're going to be sitting right here on your little thumb and pluck it and say, get out of here. Because that's what we got to do. We have to throw these thoughts out, because again, the science of mind, when you get it, when you understand what this is all about and how the mind works, you can be like, I was torturing myself all this time and putting all these negative thoughts into my mind and believing it for no reason, other than the fact that you didn't remember who you are, because that is the key. When you remember who you are, which you are a perfect being, made, by God, birthed by a thought that was everything that you can desire, anything that you can want. You can't help but to keep smiling, because it's like all is well. No matter what, all is well. Because anything that's coming into my energy, I drew it to me. So if I'm being positive all the time and putting positive energy out there, I'm going to draw positive things to me. Positive things to me. And I had a long actual conversation with the individual this week. As I say, I'm always, doing sessions. That's why I'm here for you guys if you need private sessions. But, I tell people all the time, your thoughts create your reality. And you always have to be mindful of your surroundings, of whom you are placing your energy with as well. So if you're constantly around negative beings all the time, and people that are angry or sad or depressed or jealous energies or anything that's of a lower vibration, these things can easily attach to you, because it's like a cloud, and again, it just comes around you and swallows you up. And you have to let go. You have to detach completely from these energies. You got to let some people go. And if they don't want to go, you got to push them out, because this is about you. This is about your growth. This is about your alignment. This is about you being able to manifest what you desire in your life. This is serious times. People are taking some, this stuff like, okay. They're so caught up in other things that are distractions, and you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. The biggest distraction that's going on right now happened about a couple of days ago. That is distracting. Totally getting people just they're totally engulfed in picking a ruler, as I like to say, a person to govern over you. And guess what? You need to be governing yourselves. Okay? How can if the energy is resonating in this three-dimensional plane and everyone is in a certain place of panic and people are lacking self-love and there's so much, hateful energy out here, do you actually think that we're not birthing what we just had, these two beings? I'm telling people, like, forget about them, and you need to be focused on yourself, because the only way we're actually going to get someone that in office that supports us from the origin of what that whole system was created for to do is if we start to cleanse and let go and bring a different energy to the earth right now, because that is what's transpiring. The energy, the earth is only responding to the energy in which we're putting out. Yeah, because we're all connected. We're all one. We're all sharing of energy. We're like this. There's like lines connecting everyone together all over the place. You ever seen X-Men? As a matter of fact, like they just said X-Men. You remember every time, what is it, Xavier or Professor X goes into the mind machine? And I tell you guys all the time that these movies are clues. They're little like seeds trying to tell you exactly what's going on. And you saw how when he went in, there was like these lines and everyone was connected. That's energy. That's energy. We are constantly connected to each other. And so that's why, again, you have to be mindful of who you're putting in your personal space. You don't want to be connected to certain types of energy. And it's all right. I tell people the first natural law is self-preservation. Because some people are like, well, that's my friend, and this is my family, and this is this, and this is that. It's like, you have to love you first. Self-love, self-care. You have to think about yourself first, because only when you are aligned and you are clear and clean in your chakras, only then can you like truly influence others, and then your vibration and your energy is so big that you can protect yourself from these energies, and then you can project, then you can project all that love and light as I try to sprinkle it down on you guys. I'm going to get me some fairy dust soon, Oh, and I did get my wings, so I'm going to have that soon too. But getting back to, so I'm going to read a little passage out of that today. I have to be mindful of my time because I'm always just like going over. So again, for all those that are just tuning in, I always go over what last week's self-mastery tool was, and I read it, and I always encourage you guys to have a little pen and pad to the side so that you can jot these down so that you can reaffirm these throughout the week. So you can go back and reference it and keep reading it to yourself over and over and over and over and over again. Again, reaffirming, visualizing. So last week was fair-sightedness, and I'm like, I don't know where grandfather's glasses are, but I had to go back to my regular good old dollar store up there this week. And so last week, fair-sightedness read, I make sure my vision is not limited to what seems to be in front of me. As a master, my eyes are always open for the long-term consequences of action. Yes. So we went over this and broke it down to say, like, make sure your vision is not limited to what seems, because we said what seems. Seems is not a surety. It's not 100% guaranteed. Seem could be like, I think I see that. I'm not sure. Is that? Could be. We don't ever want to seem anything. We want to know, right? We got to know what is the truth. The truth. And I'm actually, you know what? The Science of Mind breaks down the truth really, really good. So I'm going to actually read that. And as a master, my eyes are always open for the long-term consequences of action. And so I said, like, some of you guys will be like, oh, consequences. People always think like consequences is a bad thing. Like consequences is bad. If your actions are positive, then the consequences of that is going to be what? Positive. Good. So if we're thinking already like, oh, consequences mean negative, no, not if you're thinking and doing the things that is going to elevate you, the things that are going to open yourself up to that good positive energy, that good flow, So, fair-sightedness. All right. And so, yeah, we were not going to be limited. We were not going to be focused on what seemed to be, what didn't seem to be. We were going to be in the know, and we were going to draw all to us that we want. And I think the power was something about vision. I actually didn't put that card to the side, unfortunately. So, let's get into this text we were talking about. I just talked about truth, correct? So, let me see here. And I thought I dog-eared the other page for the truth. Here it is. Yes. So, and if you guys, want to, like I said, get the book, and we could definitely go over it together, because I'm so excited. I love knowledge. I love to learn. It's a beautiful thing. I'm just like, and, that's the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is what we know, and wisdom is what we do with the knowledge obtained. So I tell people you can have knowledge all day, but to be wise, you must apply. Yes, love that. So truth. Science of Mind breaks it down like this. The truth is that which is. It is the reason, cause, and power in and through everything. I'm going to read that one more time. The truth is that which is. It is the reason, cause, and power in and through everything. So it's in everything, and it's going through everything. I mean, it's going to penetrate all the lies, the deception, the bewilderment, the pondering. It's going to penetrate in and through, because it is what? It is. It is that which is. It is birthless, deathless, changeless, ceaseless, complete. Complete. I got a little carried away. Complete, perfect, whole, self-existent, causeless, almighty, God, spirit, law, mind, intelligence, and anything and everything that implies reality. And I know some people like reality, but I thought the thoughts create our reality. Right, but we're talking about from the place of truth. What is truth? And so in the truth, there is the reality. In this reality, there lies truth. There's truth in everything. Again, as we said, and maybe you guys want to write this down, so I'm going to read it one more time. What is truth? The truth is that which is. It is the reason, cause, and power in and through everything. So it's not only the reason, it's the cause behind the reason, and it is the power in which the energy is used to cause the reason. Woo! The reason and the cause. I love this. Gets me so excited. In and through everything. It is birthless, deathless. Birthless, it says. Because guess what? It already is. So the truth doesn't need to be birthed. The truth don't got to come on through. Because guess what? The truth stands. The truth just is. So it's deathless as well. Because if it ain't birthed, it ain't dying. Because it's not going nowhere. Because the truth is. Right. Changeless. Right. There's no change in the truth. That's why people are like, well, from the perspective of, but if you think about it I'm like, it don't change. The truth is the truth. It's like, okay, that's like saying, okay, I've been on this, in this life cycle, I've been here 41 years, and someone coming along and be like, no, you actually was only here 40. I'm like, okay, well, according to the day that I was birthed and the year I was birthed, I'm 41 years young. And they're like, no, you're 40. It's like, the truth is, there is no changing it. There's no changing that, right? There's no changing. It's complete. Right. The truth is complete. It's whole. It's done. Boom, here it is. There is no, again, ain't no left or right. We're not wavering with it. None of that. The truth is. Boom, there it is. It's complete. The truth is perfect, it says. Yes, it's perfect. It's perfect because it just what? Is. And I know I can't even hear you guys say it, but when I say that, I would love to feel you guys repeating it with me at least, you know? Because I can feel you guys. I can feel you. And it says it's whole. Again, it is what it is. It's there. It's complete. It's perfect. So therefore, it's whole. It's self-existent. Right. It doesn't need to be like self-identified or again, because it's already there. So it exists within itself because it is what? Truth. That's it. That's it. It's almighty. It's God. It's spirit. It's law. It's mind. Intelligence. And any and everything that implies reality of what is here that you can hold, look, feel, know. Truth. So, you know, the next time people try to debate with you about what you know to be true, but make sure you actually know it to be true. You know, that's also important. Know it to be true. Because you don't want to be going around here thinking that you're giving out truth and it's really your, you know, a perspective or, you know, a perception, which we all have, which I tell people, listen, you know, everyone's entitled to your perspective, you know, but again, truth is truth. So we can go perspective all day and it must be respected because that's your, you know, that's your birthright to have your, excuse me. Need a little bit of my handy dandy watermelon juice. And when I tell you guys that juiced watermelon, like real watermelon with the seeds, is so delicious. So delicious. I was going to go into the whole seedless fruit thing, but I'm not going to do it because, you know, I'm just like, anytime you take something that God put into something and take it out and you try to say, oh, nothing changes about it and it's okay for you to consume or put into your body, I'm like, no, because you're taking the God and you're taking the seed. The seed is life. The seed in anything is life. That's like us. It's like, okay, let's say the sperm, you know, the egg is the seed. You take that away and you create a being and you're going to tell me like, oh no, that being is fine. You guys have seen the movies when they try to do stuff like that. What happens? Eventually, everything breaks loose, right? Complete, like, total chaos. Even though I said, you know, last week, chaos is beautiful. Chaos is beautiful. But, you know, so we got to be mindful. And I'm going to go be mindful of the time because, like I said, I be going over a little bit. But that is the truth. So we're dealing with that. And then I'm going to read you this little quick passage here that says, the time has come to what? Know the truth. The time has come to know the truth. And it reads, the hour of freedom has struck. The bell of liberty is ringing, and let them that is athirst come. Let us then plunge more deeply into our own natures and into the nature of the universe and see if we shall not find treasures undreamed of, possibilities never imagined, and opportunities which the fond thought, yearning for freedom, has often in our vision of the greater life given us. Prove me now herewith, said the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing that there shall not be room enough to receive it. That was powerful, was it not? Did you guys not feel that? Did you not feel that? The hour of freedom has struck. We are in the age right now of Aquarius, the information age. That's why all this information is coming at us. That's why all of these sheets is being ripped off of, you know what I mean? The heads of people are being uncovered all over the place because the time of truth is here. And you either can accept it and understand it, see it, know it, touch it, all of that good stuff, or you can try to ignore it and, you know, still be distracted with all these distractions and continue to be asleep. Continue to be asleep. Because sleeping is where they're just sucking the energy right on out of you. You're like, people are like cattle here, you know, being sucked up. When you're in that lower vibration, they are feeding on you. like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, basically, like my mom used to say. So it's time. The bell is ringing. Those that are athirst, come. Let us then plunge more deeply into our own natures. Into our own natures. And I tell people I'm the type of being, because some people are like, well, you know, you're reading from like different types of scriptures. I pull from all schools of thought. What resonates with me and what Spirit tells me is the message, where the message can be put out and the message can be received. That is what I use. Because guess what? Just like there's 50,000 ways across the street, there's different ways to get a message across. And as long as that person is in the right awareness, the message can be received and not be restricted to, oh, this is from this and this is from that. And this. We all know where the origins of it comes from, the source, right? It's just then, of course, you know, when man has taken it, it has sprinkled his own little stuff on it here and there, and that's when it gets all askew. But it says, let us plunge more deeply into our own natures. And some of you don't know what your actual real nature is, because all you've been doing is listening to what somebody else tells you your nature should be, instead of really sitting in with yourself and going deep within yourself and asking the questions and asking source, God, the absolute, the all, to reveal to you what is your truest, true, most authentic nature. Yes? And it says, plunge more deep into our own natures and into the nature of the universe, and see if we shall not find treasures undreamed of. When you tap into the source, again, and not tapping into what any being has told you or what man says or man's interpretation, and really tapping, I tell people, here it is, I'm giving you my perspective, what source has given me to give you the message. But at no time are you not to go back and go within yourself, tap in, tune in, and seek the questions, seek the answers to the questions yourself. That's all I want you to do. I'm just here to plant a seed. And if it resonates with you, wonderful. Because I know who I am. I am love. I am here to be of service. And I do it with a smile because I love to serve. I love to serve. I love helping people. I love it when people advance and they get rid of all that baggage and stuff and they start letting go and detaching, and they come back and be like, gratefulness to you. And I'm like, no, not gratefulness to me, gratefulness to the source in which this came to me, in which my abilities and talents and gifts and however you want to, put the label on it, was given to me. It's from the source. So I am grateful. But it's an honor to do this, to be on this platform, to speak with you guys, and for you to tune in. It's an honor for me, and I mean that from the bottom, actually, let me not say from the bottom, from the top of my crown, I exude that energy out to you. So grateful to you guys. But ring that Liberty Bell. Possibilities and treasures undreamed of when you tap in and you're drawing and you're seeking that clarity for yourself. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. But it is time for the tools of the week. It is time for the tools of the week. Ooh, I told you guys I need a jingle. I need somebody to put together a little jingle for me. Can anyone do that for a sister? Because I need a little jingle for the self-mastery tools, and I need one for the power. So, we didn't do our deep cleansing breath, but we're just going to do one really quickly, and get ready and see what Spirit has for us today. Like angels. Spirit guys, what is our tool for the week? What is the tool for the week? Last week it was fair-sightedness. Sometimes when they say this one, simplicity. They said simplicity. Okay. Simplicity is the tool for the week. Woo! And it reads, I become free from all the trappings and supports of false pride. I keep it simple. To stay free, to stay close to what is real. Unencumbered, I remain free as a master. What they used to say, like, what was that, back in grammar, I think it was, at least when I was in school. They used to be like, the KIS acronym, like, keep it simple, stupid. We're going to throw off the stupid part, of course. But keep it simple. Keep it simple. We start complicating things, again, when we let the ego run wild, we're bringing up all our past stuff and what you think you are, and, you know, your insecurities, your anxieties, and all this mess. It'll bring it up, and that's when we start complicating our lives, because, again, when you're having all these negative thoughts, you complicate the mind. You complicate it, and you start putting all these things onto your field, and all this mess starts coming back to you. So it says, I become free from all the trappings, it says, and supports of false pride. I was just studying yoga the other day, and they were talking about pride, and it's like, what is pride? And so that's why, you know, they say you should never tell people, like, I'm proud of you, you know, because, like, pride almost has an undertone of, you know, I didn't really think you could really do it, but since you proved me wrong, I'm proud. You know, that's what's kind of like that underlying energy. So you should say, I am pleased. I am pleased. Because please is an energy of saying, like, you know what, I knew you could do it. I'm so pleased that you went ahead and did that. You know, like, I'm so excited. Like, my girlfriend, one of my sister queens this week, she rode her bike all the way from her town to come visit me here. And I was so pleased with her, and I kept telling her, like, I'm so pleased, because she said she was going to do it. She's getting her mind, body, and spirit together, and eating healthier, and doing everything that she needs to do, and I was just so pleased. But yeah, pride to have you walking like you have a, you know, superiority complex, because that's what, like, you know, pride is just like, you know, and it's almost like disconnecting yourself from the source, like, you know, like you did it all by yourself. You know, that's kind of like the underlining tone of that. But to be pleased is to welcome in the grace, you know, welcome in the grace, to understand that there was a source that you tapped into, that you drew from, that enabled you to be all that you could be. So we don't want to be trapped and supported by this false sense of, you know, kind of superiority. You know, because it's like proudful, you know, to be boastful. You can definitely cheer yourself on and be pleased with your accomplishments, by all means. I'm not saying that at all. You know, you should go and tell everyone about what you have accomplished and the things that you're doing, because that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Because that means you didn't tap in, you didn't tune in, and you're drawing all that you desire, and you are projecting that perfection that is you. You know, you're projecting and letting others know that, guess what? When you really push that willpower and tune in on that focus and that determination, that innate power within you, possibilities are limitless. Limitless. So going back, I keep it simple, it says. To stay free, to stay close to what is real. Now, people could say, well, what do you mean, like, what is real? Because, again, they're like, if this is all a delusion, if none of this is real, to me, real means, like, what grounds you, who you are. That is what, to me, I would consider real. You know, the real you, the soul, who you came and to experience in this life. That, to me, is real. You know? So that's the way I'm taking it. You keep it simple, you know, stay in the flow of that energy of knowing that all that you desire is within you. All that you need is taken care of, because there's an infinite source that you tap into. Know that you are always in constant alignment with your higher source, with your soul self. Keep it simple, you know, simplicity. It says, I remain free as a master. All right, when you keep it simple, like for me, every day, like I said, I wake up, I do gratefulness, affirmations. If I had a dream, I always was speaking into my voice recorder and record it so I can go back and figure out what the ancestors were trying to say to me. And then I always start with like a morning, a new day routine of yoga. And then I'll do, a 30-40 minute stretch. And whatever my workout is going to be for that day. I'm actually doing a 3-week glute workout. So I'm like, woo, 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 woo. Since, doing my detox and all of that, I've lost a lot of like my muscle mass. So I'm working on building that back up. But again, it's keeping it simple. And then after that, I do my daily guidance, which I'm doing with you guys now. And I pull a tool because like I said, I pull these every day for myself, power card. Then I go into deep meditation, and whether I'll just sit and stare or I'll do a releasing meditation. And then after that, I always do studying. I study. So I'm either reading The Science of Mind, or I'm reading my Book of Gates, or I'm studying, my cards. I'm always, again, putting the knowledge in so that I can utilize it and be wise. So simplicity, I'm going to read it one more time. I become free from all the trappings and supports of false pride. I keep it simple. To stay free, to stay close to what is real. I remain free as a master. So, we're going to keep it real simple this week. We're going to keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep your thoughts simple. Simply know that all is well and you are safe. Simply know that what is, which is what? The truth. The truth is what it is. So, let's see. What is the power? What is the power? That's kind of a slow song for a power, right? I need an upbeat power song. I'm going to go back to my old one. Power, power, what is the power? I said power, power, what is the... Oh, okay, this one was fighting to come out. Oh, we had this one before. So this must be again for this week. Your power to decide. Decide. When I keep courage in the face of choice, I receive God's help. When I remember God with my heart, it grants me the power to decide. Yes, decisions. When I keep courage in the face of choice, courage. Meaning, and where does courage come from? Courage is a knowing that all is well. Again, it's my perspective. What the spirits tell me courage is. That's going in knowing that, you know what? The angels have my back. All those that have come before me, I got my back. I am well supported and well covered. And what am I going to worry about? That's to me is courage. Knowing that you're being guided all the way. Courage. So when you're making that choice, in the face of choice, you receive the source's help, God's help, the absolute, the all, the energy that is love, help. When I remember God with my heart, because that's where that energy is, that good energy, He grants me the power to decide. So when you are in that face of choice, but you have God in your heart, the source in your heart, the all-knowing, the love, that universal love essence, grants you easy to decide. It's easy to say, this is what I'm going to do. It's not so complicated. When you what? Keep it simple. Keep it simple, having an awareness that is deep within you, that you only draw to you what you need in order to grow, or what is your desires. So we got to keep it simple. And when we, how about this? When we simply call upon the power to decide, which is that innate power in here, making choices and decisions with your heart. Keeps life simple. I'm like, what's my time? What's my time? Okay, right. And let's go ahead and pull that virtue. Virtue. And look, they almost like match my outfit. I was feeling so colorful today and bright. So I was like, let me put on some lime today. Keep it bright. Keep it sparkly. So let's see. The virtue is centered. Oh, see, look at this. I am anchored to what is real. Well, we're just not talking about real. In the simplicity card, I told you that spirits always line up. They always line up. Secure in myself and open-hearted. I am anchored to what is real. Real is what? Based upon my thoughts, my visions of what I am projecting and what I'm putting out there, so I know that all is returning to me in a positive, beautiful way. So yeah, I'm anchored into that. I'm all the way in. I am in. I am immovable in my reality because my reality is beautiful. My reality is full with all that I desire and abundance in all positive aspects in my life. So, and being that, when you're anchored, you're secure in yourself and open-hearted. You're secure in yourself and open-hearted. Your heart is just open. It's open to receive. Open to give. You know, you're just flowing. You're just flowing. Being of service. Being of service. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. You know? The blessings that are in giving. You know? But some of us need to understand how to receive as well. So, you know, as much as you give with an open heart, have your open heart to receive. Because the universe wants to give you all that you desire. But you gotta just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Just flow. Flow and know. As they just said, flow and know. Flow and know. You gotta flow and know. And then when you know, you can decide. You can easily decide because you're coming with an open heart, knowing that all is well. Knowing that all is well. Woo! Ah, I love it. I love it. Well, it has been another Mindfulness Monday session. How are you guys feeling? How is the energy flowing? May it be flowing steady, easy, quietly, calm. Yes. Until we come back again on next Monday. Again, I appreciate all of your support. Please share. Sharing is caring. So when this thing ends right now, I want you guys, as soon as it uploads, to hit that share button. Drop it on your timelines or where else you feel like it may be needed. If someone you feel as though needed to hear this message today. And again, if you've missed any portion of even the other videos, you can go and watch it back on Inglewood Virtual Recreation or go on over to my YouTube channel, Summer Solstice, 1M in Summer, SOULSTICE. And if you are needing of any private session and you need a little bit more assistance, I am here for you as well. Going over to my website, Summer Solstice, 1M. SOULSTICE.com. Click on that service button and sign up for an empowerment session. Be well, be at calm, and be peace on this week. Keep it simple. Namaste. I love you guys. Peace and blessings.